Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Thursday. The week's almost over. Keep grinding. Hope you guys are staying on your programs. Let's talk about being cursed. Is it possible to be cursed? I think it feels like it sometimes. I'm not sure if the universe is against you or if God hates you, but it certainly feels like it sometimes, doesn't it? What happens when you do everything you're supposed to and you fail anyway? Right? You did it the way you were supposed to do it. You followed all the rules. You did what everybody said, and you still failed. You did it exactly like the other guy did it, exactly like the boss said to do it, exactly like the Bible says to do it. You followed all the rules. You were a good person. You worked hard. You did everything right. And you still failed. You were the one honest guy in the room and you still got fucked over. You showed up to work every single day and you still got fired. You still get blamed, ridiculed. You told her she was beautiful every day. You broke your back trying to help her, support her, protect her. You give her a life that she could never get on her own. And she still cheats on you and dumps you. You did everything right, and you fail anyways. Oh, it's a terrible place to be. Some people don't really get that experience. Some people are lucky. And they do everything right, and they just propel to the top, and their lives are great. And they never really have any kind of struggle or obstacles. And everything was pretty easy for them. And these guys are like usually these motivational speakers that just go around telling you, believe in yourself, and you can accomplish anything. And some of us are sitting there in the room. We paid a lot of money for the course, taking notes. And we do everything that you say to do, and it doesn't work. Doesn't work for me. I'm still broke. I'm still lonely. I'm still single. I'm still delusional, crazy, fucked up. Nothing's happening for me. None of the shit you say works. I tried it. Did everything the Bible said. Still get fucked over. Follow the 10 Commandments. Still live at the bottom. Still get tortured. What, does God hate me? This is a video game and it's all against me. This is a big trick. This whole thing's a big fucking setup, huh? You end up in this kind of fallen angel mentality. Fuck the world. Shaking your fist up at God. Isn't that what happened to the devil? And he was like, oh, you want to see what a bad man can do? You start playing the victim. You start telling yourself that people like me would never survive. People like me were never meant to be successful. People like me. You start telling yourself that mantra. Using it as an excuse, coming up with philosophies to fail. You can justify your fail through any kind of philosophy, and you'll find one or create one. Fill yourself full of lies and conspiracy theories, and hold that like a personal truth, and tell everybody that's what happened. This Alex Jones lie that always involves you failing. There's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that you could do to be successful. And we start to feel this way. It's not rational, obviously, it just feels that way. You should give up. What happens when you do everything you're supposed to do and you fail anyways? Most people just give up. You say, fuck it. Fuck the world. Fuck everyone in it. I tried relationships and I failed anyways, so I guess I won't have relationships. So you walk away, off into the desert. I tried working, been fired from all these different jobs. I can't seem to hold down a job. Can't seem to ever make any money. Work 2, 3 jobs, I'm always poor. Maybe you're in your 40s and you still don't know anything. You don't really have any skill. I know lots of people like that, man. Working at McDonald's or wherever, they don't have any skills. They lose that job today, they have basically no resume. So, one of the things that you're supposed to do when this happens to you is look for truth. Truth sets you free. Doesn't feel good though. What happens when you do everything you're supposed to do and you fail anyways? Well, you want to seek truth, because the truth is you may not have done everything you were supposed to do. You may have cut corners. You may have been too goal-driven, too focused on that mansion and the yacht and the model and the lifestyle, and not focused enough on the grind, on the pain, on the scars, on everything it takes to get there. You may have been half-assing your way to the top, lying to yourself and to the world, telling everybody that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're following the rules, but you're not. And why did you fail? Because you didn't do it. You didn't do what he did. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. And that feeling inside of you is shame, because you know you're a liar. You know that you lied to yourself. You know you failed yourself. You didn't play the game right. You tried to cheat the game. So that's possible. It's just one idea. And what happens when you do everything you're supposed to do and you fail anyways? You seek truth. And the truth is maybe you need to follow your own path. Maybe you need to stop replicating what other people are doing with their little lives, their little version of survival. We're all on this planet together, and we all have our own choice. That's the gift of God, the gift of choice. You can have a choice. You don't have to follow that path. You can create your own path. You could be a pioneer. Now, there's a rule with pioneers, and I have to warn you. Pioneers often get eaten by savages. It's the people after the pioneer. You hack that path. Nobody's ever been down this path before. There is no path. You go into the thick jungle and just hack a path with your machete. There could be 1,000 paths around you, but none of them led you anywhere. I'm going my own way. I'm going to do something in life that I want to do. Fuck the rules. You might die in the process. That might be a hard road. It is what it is. It's just one of the ways history works. And then the next guy to come walking down that path that you've already cut, he gets all the damn credit. The name of the game is, how are you going to lay your head down in your coffin when it's your time to go? Is it going to be full of regrets? Is your life going to, you look back on your life and it's going to be full of regrets? You're going to say, well, I tried. Didn't work for me. And you go sliding into your deathbed, a weak, broken victim who just feels beaten. Or are you going to go into it knowing that you tried? And that if the rules didn't work out for you that were laid out in front of you and you couldn't play the game well, some people are really good at games and some people aren't. And the people that aren't really good at games, maybe that you need to create your own game. Some people are really good at listening to music. I'm one of those people. I'm a good fan. I'm a really good fan of music. I love music, but I can't play a damn thing. Some people get bored at concerts, and all they want to do is go home and create and play their own music. Some people get bored at museums, and all they want to do is sit in their own studio and furiously paint with tears in their eyes. They don't care about Picasso. All they care about is going to the art store and buying paints and brushes so they can get back to paint more. They don't care about art class. Fuck your art class and your art school. It's what happens when you do everything you're supposed to and you fail anyways. You seek truth. And the truth may be that there's nothing really to do anyways in this world. Bill Hicks, Alan Watts, a lot of philosophers have talked about this, man. It's just a ride. In Taoism, they talk about going with the flow. There's no rules. It's not that kind of game. You're born, you live, you die. What's it all for? Who cares? Why think so much? The birds, the bees, the trees, all other life on the planet doesn't have this problem. We've been tricked into a destination that doesn't exist. Been tricked into fantasies of utopia. I had one day of enlightenment, and it went away, it faded after 24 hours. I had one day though, one day. And I can report back, because it faded. After a day, I was right back to my shitty self. But I'll never forget that one day, and the message for that day. I laughed all day. I was living in the jungle in LA. I had such a good day. It was the best day I've ever had in my life, and I got nothing done. I didn't do anything. In fact, I took the day off. The mantra that I had in my head, and I truly believe that it was a message from God, and the message was, there's nothing that needs to be done. There's nothing to do. You're not here to do anything. That's not what life is. Just enjoy the ride. Food for thought.